Good morning everybody, and welcome to Jim's 5 a.m. club. And today I come to you from a glorious location, and I'm absolutely convinced if the ancient Greeks were ever here in New South Wales, they would most definitely have set up a nao on this beautiful hilltop here at Port Stephens. I'm coming to you today from Mt Tommaree, and as you can see there in the background, it's first light, and it's absolutely beautiful over Shoal Bay. That's Shoal Bay down there, and that point is Halifax Park. Around the back of that is Little Beach, and then we go to Fly Point and then Nelson Bay. Anyway, join me. I'm going to walk up the top there and just show you the magnificent views. And as I've said many times before, every time I come to Nelson Bay, I always make a point of coming up here once or twice, especially for sunrise. It's a clear morning today. There's very little cloud cover on the horizon. The horizon was pink first thing this morning, so about half an hour ago it was pink, and now we're into first light, and we'll see what brings about today. Check out the view from here. So this is the view to the inside of Port Stephens, and when we get further up we get to see outside of Port Stephens. In the old days there was no pathway up here, or no man-made pathway, fences or grates. It was all natural paths. So wherever the rain ran down the mountain, that's the way you got up here. Anyway, let me have a look what we've got up here. Here we go. Almost to the summit, and to the back here of me you'll see Zenith Beach. So you got the inside of Port Stephens, and now we've got the outside here. So Zenith, Box Beach, and I forget which is the other one down there. But I've been on each of these mountain tops. I've been up Mt Tommaree, that centre one there, and the third one. And over there in the background you'll see the Spit, which hasn't been crossable for a few months now, ever since we had some heavy weather 2 or 3 months ago. And out in the front there is the lighthouse. Last year I was out there on that lighthouse, and there were whales breaching, playing within 100 metres offshore, and I'm not sure if I'm ever going to get to see that again, at least not this year. So we're contending with coronavirus, and we're contending with big oceans, so we can't have everything. Anyway, let's keep on climbing, because like everything, the prize is at the top. Anyway, I love getting up early. My mother always used to say, and I've said this before and many times I've said it, that son, it's important to be the first to get up, to greet the day, and to make the most of that hour, that magical hour just before sunrise and just after sunrise. There's quite a few people up here today, as you'd expect. It is a Sunday. It's mild. It's winter. It's mild. And here we go, another view. Absolutely fantastic up here for selfies, as you can imagine. Look at that. Views which go on forever. Well, let's continue. We'll go out to the point. There's a little bit of cloud on the horizon, which is going to spoil the perfect sunrise. So instead of sunrise being at 7:45, it may take another extra 10 minutes for the sun to get over those clouds. Out the back there is Broughton Island, which I've sailed to with my Uncle Arthur on his, I think it's a 70-foot sailing boat called the Hydra. We actually sailed up from Sydney. It was me, Uncle Arthur, Uncle Andrew, Stephen. I think there's just the four of us. Sailed up overnight from Sydney in some big oceans. I remember we were getting knocked about, but it was a wonderful experience. I guess you probably know from now that I'm quite adventurous and that sort of stuff, as my Uncle Andrew calls it, peripetias. I love peripetia. Peripetia means adventure. Let me come out to the other platform here, and there's quite a few people out here on the platform. Hopefully we'll see some whales today. Out the back there is Hawk's Nest, Jimmy's Beach. Back in the old days we used to come up here and just sit on these rocks, and there was no platform, absolutely no platform. And I did it with my mother, with my young daughters and many friends. How times have changed, not for the better, but times do change. But it's good to have access up here for many people, so they can all make the most of it. Anyway, thank you once again. Let me come down here. I'll go off the beaten track, make sure I don't fall down and end up in the drink. So we'll be on the lookout for some whales, but there hasn't been as many whales this time round. From my experience, most of the whales are seen in September when they're heading back, September and November. But we'll keep a lookout for whales today. Anyway, thank you for joining me for Jim's 5 a.m. Club. Until tomorrow, I'll come to you from another magical location and hopefully deliver some inspiration to all those who are locked up at home and wondering what to do. But we're here to bounce off each other. We're here to inspire each other. We're here to give each other ideas, and that's something that I enjoy doing. Anyway, yasas, nasas te kala. Have a good and awesome day. Tatapume. And I'm coming to you today from the magnificent Mt Tommaree in Port Stephens with 360-degree views. As I said, if the ancient Greeks were here, they would most certainly have built a temple up here, because this is the closest you can get to perfection. Well, in New South Wales at least. Anyway, take care, all the best, and we'll chat again. Bye. Well, actually, let me just take you for another minute. I'll take you to my favourite little place here. I'll take you off the beaten track. So I'm out here on the rock face, beyond the fences, beyond the protection of New South Wales forestry. Here we go. Check out these views. So I always love bringing friends and family here, because this is the sort of stuff that I would have absolutely loved Loved doing as a kid. So I'm still a kid at heart, as you probably know. All those tourists back there, all those people would have been wondering where I'm going, thinking that I'm crazy, but I'm crazy with a purpose. Anyway, you can see the sun there just starting to creep up on the horizon, not quite over the clouds yet, but as you can see, views here, views everywhere. So I'm out here now on my own. This is my little private balcony, so to speak. I'm sure with time people will discover it, but I've been coming here for over 30 years, and what I love to do wherever I go is to push the envelope, push the limits, and try and discover the very, very best of each location, of each culture, of each book, and of each person. We can spend our lives sitting at home, criticising and saying how bad the world is and just focusing on the negative, or we can get out and about and try and identify what the absolute magic is of locations, of people, because once you scratch the surface, once you start digging deeper, sure enough you're going to find some bad stuff, but you're going to find some wonderful stuff as well. Anyway, let me just go down a little bit further, and if you hear a thump, a slide and a thump, just send the police. And here we are at my favourite perch. My favourite perch. Let me get myself set. And as you can see, check this out. I've got a bit of a wobbly bird at the moment. But thank you very much once again for joining me on this beautiful, beautiful morning in Port Stephens. And we'll chat again. Yassas, have a great day, and bye. All good. All good. See you later. Bye.